it is Bookmas Day 8. We are really close to the end. Only 4 videos left after this, which is so insane because I genuinely feel like it's just flown by. It's kind of been like a fever dream because I've just been so in the mindset of like make the content, post the video, make, you know, like the days are blurring together. I don't even know what day of the week it is. All I know is that it's Bookmas Day 8. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my Notion for next year. If you've watched my other videos, you would have heard by now that I'm doing a reading journal next year, which I'm really excited about. Last year, I did my reading journal on Notion, and while that was really fun, and I'm gonna be kind of sad not to do it this year, it just isn't as like crafty as I've been wanting. I've been having that like itch to do a little bit more crafty stuff, and so I felt like that was kind of the thing that needed to go. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be showing you any sort of like reading journal, but I do have something reading related in my Notion in regards to just like keeping track of all of the books, because I'm going to be doing my reading journal kind of once a month, I'm thinking, just so that it doesn't become something is more of a burden to update. I kind of want to do it as like a video with you guys and updating it every month together. I think that I'm going to end up doing it where once a month I'm doing my book journal, but during the time that I'm reading throughout the entire month, I'm going to be using my Notion to keep track of every single book, just so that I don't lose track of one, especially when it comes to reading like ebooks or listening to an audiobook really quick at work, especially some that we've been getting through like within a day or two. We've been forgetting about them. So if I hadn't put them in my Notion at all, I would have completely forgot to talk about them. Long story short, I'm excited to show you my Notion for next year to the screen recording. Here you have my entire Notion. Going through, the first thing is I have this really pretty like window banner on the top. All the images that you're seeing are from Pinterest. I always just look up a mass amount of different ways to say dark academia, dark aesthetic, reading aesthetic, book aesthetic. It's just whatever you're thinking, and then the word aesthetic normally does the trick for me. So any image that you see, it's from Pinterest somewhere. But then going down, we have like, this is my whole home screen. And then we have this quote from Ninth House that I absolutely adore. I love Ninth House. I love Leigh Bardugo's writing, especially when it came to the dark academia setting. I just felt like it was so purely academic, and it felt so refreshing because it was like as close to going back to school as I could kind of handle. But we have Darlington was a good talker, but he was happiest when no one was speaking to him, when he didn't have to perform the ritual of himself and he could simply be left to watch others. So again, that's from Ninth House. Then going down, we have this really pretty animated picture, which I just love. It's like the perfect dark academia vibes. And then we have my goal of 100 subscribers. And then here I have this little drop down tab, which is my socials. It's just like a link to everything, but I don't really like the way that all of the social links look. So I have them kind of hidden because normally I'm just looking them up either on my phone or just in the actual like browser. But if I'm here and I want to quickly jump to it, I have them there. And then I just have this little image that says Alice, Alice, wake up, because I love Alice in Wonderland. So then going to the middle column, we have this little calligraphy writing that says my dearest. I just thought that it was really sweet. And then we have these 3 gallery style pages, and these all go to different things. So I'll jump into those after because those are going to take us off this main screen. But going all the way to the left, I have my calendar. The only thing that you can see right now are these 2 things for January 1st and January 3rd. I'm not even quite sure if that's when they're going to get posted, but I just put them there to start planning. So that's what I have there. And then going down, I have a place for the TBR list, just because, again, there are times that we have a book on our TBR that's not necessarily physically in front of us, and if I don't have it written down somewhere, it's highly likely that I will forget. So we have those there. Now going into that middle column, because again, like I said, it's going to take us off this home screen, we have the reading section first, which I'm most excited about because I figured out a new way to put in information. So clicking into it, the first thing you're going to see is a little bit close-up of that cover page. It kind of looks funny when you zoom in, but either way, it's fine. And then when we go into here, we have add a book to the library, and I've created this form for myself, which I am so excited for. So when I'm using Notion on my actual phone, and I've been trying to add to the way that like my stuff used to be added, it used to all be on this huge table and I'd be adding things in individually. It was just a mess because like the formatting for Notion on the phone is really good, except for the tables. I just feel like it's a little janky still, so I wouldn't be able to add all the information without getting myself annoyed. So I'm really glad to be able to do it this way. But long story short, we have all these different spots for me to put the title, author, page count, rating, standalone, series, and then these last 2 will be checking boxes. So I'll just put like a fake thing. I'll do a little mock one so that you guys can see. Let's do the title is A, B, C, D, E. The author is whatever that is. Let's say I'm the author. The page count is 123 pages. The rating, I gave it a 4, and it was a standalone. You'll hit submit, and then if I go back into it and look at this table, it has added all of the information, and now I'm going to be able to use what Notion allows me to use, which is page count sum, the average of ratings, the amount of standalones versus series, everything like that. I'll be able to see this information without having to manually put it into the table myself. I'll just be able to fill out that form after every single book, which I am so excited about. The next thing we have is my little ideas tab. I don't have anything in here, that's why I'm showing it to you guys, but this will just be where I put all of my YouTube ideas that are yet to be started. So anything that I have been thinking of that I need to wait for, or I'm waiting for a specific time, or a change in my schedule, something like that, I'll just put them here, and then you're able to click onto these individually. There's nothing in them, so I'm not going to click, but so it's a specific page, and then I'll be able to like really go into planning and stuff like that, because I really want to get better about planning my videos instead of just winging them right before it happens. And then after I get out of that ideas section, I have this little to do, and the last really cool thing that I did was I actually made a button. So you're able to manually enter what you want for buttons. Again, this is not a tutorial, this is just a walkthrough, but if you needed me to explain something, I always could. But the way that it works is if I hit that little heart, I'm able to create all these extra to-do slots. So I'm able to add as many as I need. Because otherwise you have to like manually put them in, almost like coding, but not quite. Definitely coding light, but involves like scrolling through a menu and stuff like that. So I put that button in to make it a lot easier. I pulled you away from my computer because it started to get mad from me doing my screen recording, so I don't want you to hear how angry my laptop is right now. But that is it for my Notion tour. Again, it was really short and sweet because I'm going to be trying to put a lot more of my reading stuff into journaling rather than doing it all on my Notion. But thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and bye!